And then on my countdown, 3, 2, 1, start. I think it started. Yeah, hell yeah. Okay, welcome everybody in. This is our unofficial week 1 cast of the LeagueKC Gold League. I'm trying to make sure I can see Twitch chat at the same time. Here we go. So this should be a pretty special game. Anyway, spawning on the blue side is going to be Vipers Gaming. In the top lane, playing Dr. Mundo's Baka Pro. In the jungle, Fiorix playing Kane. I'm a Gay Robot will be playing Ziggs in mid. And then the Revan Christ and Droopy the Clown will be playing Kai'Sa and Thresh in the bot lane.
And Team Fusion will be your red side this game. Up in the top lane, we've got Dogmar on the Shen. Hoey returning back to LeagueKC. On his Lee Sin. We did witness him pop off last year in his one performance on it. Uncle Jabroni in the mid lane on the Swain. We've got Flozart and Codekin on the Jinx Soraka bot lane.
Couple of... I guess this one isn't so important, but one name change to catch up on. Flozart is Multo. So at least a handful of returning players in this game. I guess not a handful. Really 2, I think. As far as I know. There might be more, but...
So I just opened up the stream on mobile since I only have the one monitor, and I'm getting the commercial again, and oh my god.
Welcome, Dogmar. So yeah, this is the unofficial Gold Cast for week 1. Hopefully they'll have official casts later on down the road, but this is something literally being cobbled together in our free time. I know that there were some interesting things that caught our eye when we were loading into the game. I don't know if you want to talk about at least some of the summoner spell choices early on.
Absolutely. So he's already in the chat, so he's probably aware of this. Dogmar rocking the Ignite and Teleport for Shen. Teleport for more standard. Ignite not so much because Shen's not really a laner. He's more of a I'm going to support someone kind of player. And he's running the Unsealed Spellbook to go up with that. Also, the Ignite Soraka, which isn't maybe the most uncommon thing, but it's definitely signaling a much more aggressive Soraka.
So already Hoey went from his blue to the opponent blue to try to steal that away and actually pushed Kane off of that. So Hoey getting some good work done with his early pathing, and we're apparently just not going to watch it at all. But that blue is still being contested by both junglers.
Honestly, that was extremely good there from Hoey, because or maybe it was more of a poor choice from Gay Robot there, but he was walking over to contest, and he actually missed a bunch of XP there. I'm pretty sure he had, like, maybe all 3 of those melee minions he missed.
Yeah, I like the idea of the invade right now for Hoey, especially because it looks like the Swain and the Mundo are both shoving in early. Hoey has to flash over the wall, but it's actually going to be first blood picked up by I'm a Gay Robot as he just gets collapsed on by the members. Again, you should only really be invading if you've got those shoving lanes, and the Vipers were a little bit quicker to respond to it. At least I feel like Hoey stuck around a little bit too long at that blue buff. That initial contest, the delay was really, really nice, but ultimately, Fiorix able to hit level 3 before Hoey was able to, and turn that little invade around.
Yeah, and in turn, Zig gets a blue buff and a kill, so it makes up for the lack of XP that he had originally lost.
So what you're saying is that the entire thing was planned?
No, I'm just saying not worth.
Baka Pro now going to get ignited. There's the ignite from Dogmar showing itself early. No flash to follow the flash of Baka Pro, unfortunately, so no kill picked up just yet. And Baka has a little bit better health regeneration on that Mundo than the Shen does early on. Although not if he misses cleavers. Oh, he's here in the top lane, going to land the Resonating Strike straight into the Electrocute proc and picks up one as Team Fusion gets on the board with their first kill of the season. So really aggressive early pathing from Hoey. We see he's behind 12 CS already, which is 3 camps worth, but already play in the bot lane as Droopy the Clown connects on to Flozart, and that's a nice hook to secure that kill. Kane's going to go ahead and be the benefactor of that. Maybe not the person you want with the kill early on, but a lot of action here early.
Absolutely. I was actually trying to find our stats from last season, see if we still had that for Hoey's. Trying to remember how many kills he had on the. Was it like a Lee Sin and a Rengar game, or was it just a Lee Sin, or I don't remember.
I remember Lee Sin specifically, and I remember somewhere in the vicinity of 15 or 16, but...
Yeah. No, I'm thinking of like, I think I'm thinking of a, one of the great Lancing games where like their jungler had like 23 kills on Rengar or something, maybe.
Anyway, Baka Pro landing the cleavers down onto Dogmar. Just... This should be a pretty boring lane, eventually. Early on, not as many tank stats on this Shen or Mundo, but... I'm interested, it is an Infernal Drake, a spicy dragon first, so I'm interested to see if Hoey or if Fiorix put a lot of priority onto getting that dragon. We've seen both of them being zipping around the map so far. Fiorix is here in mid, going to come in through the wall. Jabronis is going to go ahead and pop the Demonic Ascension. Guess he did get enough of this suck to cast it, but... Just the defensive Swain ultimate, it looks like. That'll be a little bit of pressure gained for Vipers, especially once Gay Robot hits level 6. Might be able to roam and make a play with the Mega Inferno Bomb.
Just noticed Dogmar switched to heal. Might be able to bait in the Mundo here, thinking he can pick up a kill.
Some interesting summoner spell combinations. Hoey's here in the top lane, gonna go ahead and safeguard over the wall. Lands the Resonating Strike. Ultimate, the Masochism popped for Baka Pro, and it's going to allow him to regen up enough. They didn't fancy the dive enough there.
That's true, Lucky. Nothing counts for Lancing.
We didn't get to play Lancing, so I don't know. Another hook from Droopy to Clown. Gonna go ahead and connect Coatkin. Gonna get popped by Revan Christ. The Mega Inferno Bomb doesn't connect onto anything, and Flozart forced to back away. But good lane pressure so far. Droopy to Clown has looked pretty on point with the hooks so far.
Yep. Interesting item choice here, or just maybe an unseen item choice. We got Hoey C with the Poker's Dirk. He's going balls to the wall, which seems to be expected from him.
Right now, need to worry about that Infernal Dragon though, as that does go over to Vipers. Another taunt from Dogmar, trying to capitalize on that little gap when Masochism isn't up. Flozart may be a little bit overextended. Gets chunked out under his own tower now, trying just to minigun down onto Fiorix. The minions are going to be able to force him into a bad spot as Flozart picks up his first kill. Are there recordings of the stream, asks Jabronis? Yeah, there will be a Twitch VOD, plus I'm recording. I'll go ahead and post the games to YouTube. Probably won't be able to actually get that done until tomorrow or Thursday, but I'll have them recorded and I'll post them eventually. So 3-2 early for Vipers. They also have that early Infernal Dragon. Another taunt from Dogmar, trying just to finish off Baka Pro. His Masochism comes up, but he doesn't pop it quick enough.
He was ignited, so the healing was reduced. Hoey gonna die to some chickens there.
The Poacher's Dirk not really paying off when you go and die in the enemy jungle.
I mean, we were informed that this was going to be a bit of a special game, and it's been a bit of a special game early.
I'm excited to see where the rest of the game takes us here. Fiorix comes in through the wall, going to try to get onto Dogmar. Taunt lands. He gets into tower range, though. Takes one tower shot for his trouble, but Fiorix not really able to stand up to the Shen early on.
Well, that was a huge mini wave he jumped into, so I'm not sure how much damage was actually from the Shen, or if it was just minions casually busting him down.
Jabronis lands the claw, going to go ahead and get a nice trade down onto Gay Robot. You'd think that'd be a little bit rougher of a lane early on for Swain, but he's done a really nice job navigating it so far. Has the 20 CS advantage in the lane.
It's funny, just like how different our minds are. I'm sitting there like he's not even trading properly on this Swain. That was my first thought. It's like he's not using his W. Oh,
Mega Inferno Bomb gonna land. Gives Hoey a little bit of damage for his trouble. Now trading the bot lane as Codekin forced back. It's flayed in. The box does a lot of damage there. And Revan Christ is going to go down. Hook not able to connect onto Flowzart, so that's not going to get picked up. On the other side of the map, Dogmar comes in on the ultimate and is able to secure one. Jabronis gets the bird bomb down onto Gay Robot. That's a double kill, a triple kill actually picked up for Dogmar. Somehow Shen was able to last hit all of those.
Maybe just bomby ticks.
But a really nicely timed Shen ultimate. The Stand United getting the shield in time and able to really make his presence felt in that team fight. I'm curious, Fiorix? I don't know if I can tell right now. No, it doesn't look like it's got any sort of tell. How close he is to that transform. He's been fighting a lot. You'd think he's relatively close here at 11 minutes, but...
And then it'll kind of come down to, does he have to wait or not? So where's he kind of been focusing? Because he's kind of been, I don't know, he's been everywhere. Mostly, I think would be on pace to get a Assassin. He's had ganks bottom and mid compared to just mostly, like he scrapped with Dogmar the one time, but...
Yeah, he's also fought Hoey a couple of times as well. It's
That was,
honestly
like,
pretty even. He had better luck in the bot lane though.
And don't like kills and assists count a little bit more towards.
I'm not sure how the
like,
Kane math works, and they never say anything about it.
The few times that I played Kane, that's how I feel like when I pick up like a killer assist, I just kind of like accelerate when in my build. 3 levels ahead actually up here in the top lane.
Yeah, 3 levels up, and he was still having a little bit of difficulty with that trade. Honestly, like Baka's hanging in there right now, plus has the Masochism available again. Shen, of course, not the best champion in the 1v1, but... Gay Robot wanders right through Hoey, trying to get the kick back. A lot of interesting repositioning there, using the Satchel Charge and the Flash to make sure that he didn't get kicked back to Jabronis.
Scuttle Crab preventing the Prey Seeker from... Or wait, is it Prey Seeker? Or is that a Rek'Sai ability?
Prey Seeker's a Rek'Sai ability.
Okay, yeah. What is it?
Void
it's
Seeker?
Void Seeker. It's
Yeah.
Close enough. Close enough.
It seeks something. So I did get these replays from Team Fusion, so you're going to see their pings the entire time. So maybe a little bit of spoiling there, but...
You see both sides pings though, don't you?
You see their pings, but like pings. The Dragon Timer pings are all from Fusion specifically. Plus, it actually calls it out in the chat for some reason. One of the weird little things about having replays rather than casting live. So anyway, a lot of power right now for Vipers is on the bottom side of the map, and a lot of power for Team Fusion is on the top side of the map. I think, and I hope you'll agree, but I really want to see Dogmar get involved in the bottom lane before too long, and it looks like that's what they're trying to set up for. Droopy gonna take it. Jabronis gets pulled in. Is he able to? He can't even pop the Demonic Ascension before he goes down. As Fiorix gets the kill. Stand United coming down on top of Hoey C. Revan Christ doing a really good job kiting this out. Double kill so far picked up by Fiorix though. Droopy now forced away as Flowzart's winning the bottom side of that fight as he picks up one. Teleport coming in from Baka Pro, and finally all 5 members are down here to scrap. Flowzart gets taken down. Top side of the fight's going all right for Dogmar though as he locks up Revan Christ. It's a 1v3 right now for Shen, as he'll go down to the Mega Inferno Bomb, plus the dash from Fiorix. That was a messy fight. Worth noting is Fiorix is Ross now.
Yes. Also, Flowzart fired his ultimate backwards, and missed everyone.
That's little unlucky there. Unlucky. Jabroni's comes in with the Demonic Ascension that he still has up because he died before using it in the last fight and is able to secure the double kill. I mean, Codekin, borrows one from him there on the Soraka, but the Bird Bomb still available for Jabroni's.
In one of the unnecessary buffs to Swain they made, it's like when you die during the cast animation, it doesn't go on cooldown. And because he actually died while casting it the first time.
Hoey is still trying to cash out that Poacher Stirk.
He hasn't taken a single stack. There's the first.
There's the first one.
Finally.
He died to the chickens and returns to the scene of the crime. Ooh, that's a nice flash over from Hoey C. It lets Jabroni's get hooked. He should have probably expected Gay Robot and Revenchrist to be there, but the Lee Sin mechanics were there. It was just not the right decision. Anyway, three mid. We haven't seen any. This is our first real difference in lane assignments as Revenchrist and Droopy the Clown assigned themselves mid, and now Flozart and Codekin a little bit behind on the rotation here, and Tower's getting taken relatively low. I don't know about that box, but the Super Mega Death Rocket comes in, hits Droopy and Gay Robot to take him low. Dogmar comes in from the side, misses the taunt. The Mega Inferno Bomb doing a lot of damage in the backline. The flash forward able to help secure as Dogmar picks it up. And now Baka Pro.
On the shed.
Baka Pro's here.
Kills over there.
Fjorik's now coming in on the side, doesn't hit the knockup, gets pulled back in by Jabroni's. Able to get inside of Dogmar, at least to buy some time. Dogmar took him right to the lantern and then didn't let him take it. Hook now from Droopy to Clown, able to connect on Flozart, but he's really low. Flozart hits the tower, though, with the auto attack, so not able to secure the kill. But it's still 4 strong, pushing here in mid for Team Fusion. And that'll be their first tower of the game, finally answering back the mid tower take as well as the bottom lane one. We're completely even in gold. It's a 200 gold difference at 17 minutes. Fusion pinging out on the Rift Scuttler, or the Rift Herald, excuse me. Jabroni's is going to find 2, though, uses the Demonic Ascension, kick back in onto Revenchrist, and that'll secure 1. Jabroni's still has that Bird Bomb available, going to go ahead and use it and pick up the double kill. Oh, he still connects, he takes that through. Blast Cone not helping him out, Stand United coming through, trying to save the Lee Sin, but Fjorix is going to pick it up with the auto attack. Death Rocket comes through, but not able to connect on a low enough target. Oh boy! Alright. What are... How did Jabroni's... He stole that with the eye?
Yes. This game is kind of just all over the place.
We haven't had much room for analysis. I apologize.
I don't know if I can give you an analysis. It's kind of like observe and bear witness to whatever this is.
I thought Fjorix and Droopy were on different teams there. I was like, man, that W should have hit him, but I guess I'm programmed now. Dogmar's going to go ahead and land the taunt now. Fjorix trying to get through, lands the double knockup. Going to go ahead and dash away. Hoey picks up the kill, though. Droopy lands the hook, but I don't think he really wants to take that. Now Revenchrist is caught out on the other side, or is it Jabroni's who's caught out? The damage from the Kaisa coming through. Nice hook lands onto Hoey C, but now Dogmar is able just to tank up everything. Mega Inferno Bomb does pick up the kill for I'm a Gay Robot as Flozart's forced back away from the fight. Flash forward from Gay Robot, trying to land the bouncing bomb, but not able to get it. The Rift Herald's, down in top lane. We're watching Baka. The Rift Herald really glitched out there. She was not helping with the last couple hits on the tower. Taunt lands from Dogmar. He's really tanky boy. Super Mega Death Rocket comes through, but the bouncing bomb able to connect on Flozart and trade that back. It's 14 kills to 15 at 20 minutes. thanks to everybody who's following. I'll give you guys shout outs in between games. I see them all coming through. I do really appreciate it. But we're bearing witness to this game. We're gonna have a moment to breathe. Do you see anything that's really jumping out to you, Wing Nation?
I mean, I don't see anything like unique right now. Swain has picked up a complete Merlinomicon. Good for obviously we got the Rost with the heals. We got the Mundo. Kai'Sa going the Dance build. So extremely good purchase there. When we were calling him out, kind of like possibly catching out Reverend Christ, it was it actually probably would have succeeded if he had an ult available, but did not.
The Death's Dance healing has been pretty huge from the Kai'Sa so far.
Yes, I don't know if it's the most optimal build, but it's an enjoyable build to play. But I just like Death's Dance in general. It's a fun item. Ziggs did pick up a Lich Bane, so you get him onto a tower and watch it disappear even faster than he normally would make it. Flozart tanking a tower shot because why not?
So I think the optimal strat then would be to have your Ziggs in the side lane then.
Absolutely.
With the Lich Bane trying to get a little bit of lane priority there, especially because he has the teleport as well. I think he's honestly stronger than Mundo. Flozart's going to go ahead and solo out the tower, catches Reverend Christ and the Flame Chompers, and he's actually not... Oh my goodness, the Mega Inferno Bomb just deletes them as Codekin and Flozart go down. Now Baka Pro and Dogmar going ahead and scrapping in the top lane. Baka's doing a relatively good job. The Mundo looks pretty strong. Even as far behind as he should be to Dogmar. Gets taunted under the tower though, and that's not going to help.
And he does know... I know Shen's kind of like a mixed damage, but he's got only a cloth armor for all those auto attacks and for the Tiamat damage coming through. Exciting Mundo gameplay. I'm back to almost full health.
In the meantime, that was the second Thirsty Dragon going down to Vipers. I really like... Reverend Christ has been hanging in trades long enough to get his passive proc. Fjorix is going a little bit too deep though. Flozart able to pick him off with the rockets. Dogmar and Baka gonna refight in the top lane. He has the flash now as we see it used. He immediately changes it back to teleport. I didn't like that. Oh, it was exhaust, excuse me.
Yeah, he had exhaust. Yeah,
it was a yellow spell. I just thought it was flash immediately. Ooh, hook doesn't quite connect there from Droopy. I don't think he really wanted that anyway, but...
Yeah, I mean, you're right. So the Death's Dance healing isn't as insane as it used to be, but it's how they changed the coding to her.
Oh, there's the catch. It was a really nice catch by Uncle Jabroni's Hoey, really benefiting from that. And they'll go ahead and pick the Ziggs and now have the stronger push in mid. I don't know about the Kai'Sa really being assigned bot lane by herself right now, but Fusion doesn't want to hang around in mid lane. Hook gonna land into a nice chain of CC, but this is only 2 members of Vipers. This is quite an overextension by Fjorix. He's gonna get the Lantern back out though. And now all 5 members of Team Fusion making a macro rotation. We're headed to the top lane to finally take down this tower that has like 100 health. Hoey tanking it up. He's not a tanky man. So that one tower shot actually did quite a bit of damage, but 1v5 should be, well, Baka's at least going to waste a lot of their time. The masochism movement speed really buying him some time. He's going to try to teleport out. I don't know about that usage on the summoner spell, but he buys a lot of time for this mid lane push as Fjorix and Reverend Christ and Droopy able to push down the inner tower in mid. Hook lands onto the the stand uniting Dogmar. Droopy hooks over the wall to try to run away, but he's just running back toward more members of Fusion.
I'm pretty sure Baka had the move speed to just kind of run away, and then he stops to teleport.
Yeah, I think he could have run out the top if he'd wanted to early on, or he could have run out the bottom later. But
yeah, and like his W gives CC reduction, so he was able to survive long enough that all their cooldowns were pretty much down.
Anyway, Thresh somehow got out of there. Just as a side note, he hooked out to the Raptors and then ran away through the jungle that is currently warded. So I didn't catch what happened there, but props to Droopy for getting out. So now we can reset just a little bit. Next dragon is an Earth Dragon. So that'll be a decent priority for either team. We're sitting at about a 1,000 gold lead right now for Vipers. I'm not really sure how, just looking at the disparity. Let's look at the gold. I'll just flip over to that briefly. So it looks like Gay Robot, actually. Gay Robot and Revan Christ hanging it in for Vipers. They're the ones with the little gold leads.
You got 1,000 gold lead in the jungle as well.
That's also true. So it looks like the Shen has to be really strong. Well, Hoey's just going to catch out Fiorix. A little bit of an overextension there from Kane.
He actually had flash that time, and like actually used it on the Shen.
And then he flipped it immediately back to Ignite.
Well, that's how the new summer. That's how the new summer spell works. Is
Yeah.
you have like your defaults, and then it just kind of like as soon as you use it, it instantly goes back.
Oh, okay. I didn't
Yeah,
know
so
the way
you
that
didn't-
it
you
looked
didn't-
in the spectate.
Yeah, it's not like he's manually going in there. It just automatically will go back.
Okay. Ooh, Mig Inferno Bomb coming in. The Baron after the changes is really difficult to take without a tank. And we're seeing that right now. Hook onto Codekin. That's going to go down to the box. Dashing in now. That's a little overextension there by Revan Christ. This fight's a little bit of a mess now as they're trying to reset battle lines. Droopy's going to go down. That's a double kill for Jabronis. Gay Robot and Baka Pro trying to run away, but Flozart picks up one, picks up two. So the double kill for Flozart and the double kill for Jabronis, and they'll turn back onto the Baron. It's still going to be pretty difficult for them to take. But they have the W circle flash away from Flozart as he's able to get Fiorix, and they'll still continue to take up the Baron. I think that's something that went a little unnoticed in the patch notes, is the extra damage that Baron does to the person who's tanking it. It feels really difficult to take that Baron without a tank.
It's like an actual sort of like boss monster almost, which is good. I like. I like having to like consider like, is this actually worth it? Because previously you could just kind of walk in there and be like, yeah, whatever.
Yeah, you could take it up for a little while and then peel off and not have that difficulty in health bars, but now definitely need to worry about that objective when you're going to take it.
Looks like we're seeing a Blade of the Ruined King third item possibly for Kaisa.
Yeah, I'm interested in that. I also the Mortal Reminder from Kane is kind of an interesting decision, at least in my opinion.
Maybe for the item on him specifically. I mean, I guess you could get like a Bramble Vest instead. But there's a lot of healing on both sides of this game. You got the Swain, you got the Soraka, and the stuff we discussed earlier.
Yeah, I definitely agree that the Grievous Wounds is necessary. I don't know about he had the Last Whisper before he had the Executioners. Seems a little bit interesting. They're gonna go ahead and pull in Mundo. He's a pretty tanky boy now, sitting there with the Masochism, just tanking up damage from Flozart and Jabronis. Demonic Ascension is popped. Meanwhile, Dogmar and Fiorix going to go at it here in the top lane. Dogmar getting a lot better of that trade than he was with the Mundo trades earlier. Bot tower is going to fall now as Fusion taking at least a more serious approach to their macro right now.
You would think with Russ you'd just build a tank item. But,
Gate Robots wandered up. They're going to try and catch Dogmar here. He's going to go back in, and immediately the ultimate from Kane's going to pick that back up. So Fiorix picks up his 6th kill of the game, and they'll go ahead and shut down that split push before it's able to really count for them. Still Baron on 4 members, but they've only gotten 1 tower with this, plus the handful of kills before the Baron. But
also, if we're keeping track of summer spells, Dogmar used heal in the middle of that last little. Like, new spell looks kind of fun and it's kind of troll.
Revan Christ might be a little bit caught here, but the Resonating Strike not going to be followed through by Hoey. So you're Vipers. What are you doing to try to get back into this game? I guess they're not even that far out, but
yeah, they're really,
what's your next step, I guess?
Next step, honestly, at this point, I can't. Do they outscale the Shen? The Shen will be outscaled by Mundo, right? And Lee Sin is Lee Sin. So provided you're not handing over more turrets, and you're not like letting your members get cut out, so just simply like absorbing waves and stalling for the next Baron, and you're doing all right. The Mundo's going to continue to become a beefy guy. I don't necessarily know if he'll do much, but he's going to be a beefy meat shield. Kaisa is going to reach Kaisa levels if she can ever like get into the fight.
Yeah, it seemed like Revan Christ, especially that team fight around Baron, went just a little bit too hard there. It wasn't the right timing to go in with the ultimate.
Yeah, and then during that same fight, Vipers kind of clustered.
This is Hoey and Jabronis are on one side of this. I don't know who's caught who. Mega Inferno Bomb only going to connect onto Jabronis. Zanya's going to buy a little bit of time. Hoey kicks Droopy back into his team. 1 kill already secured for Fiorix. Jabronis now doing a lot of damage with that Demonic Ascension, but not able to secure anything just yet. Fight on the top side of the map as they're trying to collapse on Dogmar at the same time. Baka Pro gets taken really low. Knockup lands from Fiorix trying to just make something happen. He didn't have that ultimate available, so a little bit of overextension as they trade 1 for 1. Revan Christ now trying to get onto Dogmar. Misses the Void Seeker, so not able to... Oh, had already used the ultimate. Excuse me. So can't dash in there. And it's just it's 4 versus 3 right now, and we're going to go ahead and reset for just a minute. Has there been a summoner spell that Shen hasn't had this game? Is that what the barrier switch is for?
He still hasn't had Cleanse.
Okay.
And I don't think he's had Ghost yet.
So we're waiting for the Ghost and the Cleanse from Dogmar. Or, you know, using it more normally, but... So looking through, we're starting to hit some big power spikes. The 3 items on Jinx are completed. The 3 items on Kaisa with the Blade of the Ruin King is interesting, but it's a power spike. And you know, Jabronis is getting close to 4 items there on that Swain.
He does actually have enough to buy at least another a Needless right now.
So it looks like Vipers want to set up for this Dragon. It's still a minute away, so this is really early on the rotation. Dogmar goes in, misses the taunt. And for right now, we're just going to posture around that. No, the pizza chicken. Why? Saddest anime deaths. Top 10. Dogmar's trying to teleport to top lane, but he was on top of a ward, so gets satchel charged out of that. Not able to complete it, and now Baka Pro and Fiorix have an inside track on the top lane.
He was trying to teleport top to a wave that's already going to be pushing in favor of them. That's interesting.
Knockup doesn't connect for Fiorix. They've managed to push in this bot wave, so they're in decent position now to start the dragon if that's their objective. It's spawned now. Dogmar, ooh, nice sidestep there from Gay Robot on the taunt. Hook's gonna follow through. They're trying to burst out the Shen, which isn't, you know, necessarily the target you want to go for, but they're able to do it. Kaisa able to pick up that kill. Hoey's in the backline trying to connect onto Gay Robot. Meanwhile, at the front of the fight, more kills going down in favor of Vipers, and it looks like they're going to roll over the fight. Jabroni's now trying to trade one back, but not able to. And that was a really, really good fight from Revan Christ in particular. He was able to continually deal out damage, and they get the ace in exchange for only 2 members.
Yeah, Fusion was extremely split there. The Soraka in particular was completely isolated from her team and just got ran down by Fiorix. And then, like, you kind of just could tell the differences. Their health bars, like, that were getting deleted weren't being replenished by the walking health potion.
But now the Infernal Dragon, that's number 2, so that 16% AD and AP coming through for Vipers, and they're going to be able to get the inhibitor off of this as well. That's a really solid choice of objectives there. So at 35 minutes, it looks like we've flipped back the other way. Now Vipers have the lead.
Shoving, and then this, out of all the lanes to have shoving, that's by far the best. Baron is available once again, so that'll 100% be next objective. Where this should be.
So Shen has clarity right now.
Oh, we forgot about that one. Also, Shen has clarity. I thought that was only available. No, I guess it is available. I thought that was only available in ARAMs now.
It might be available with Summoner Spellbook, I guess.
Probably. It's got to be.
Just
I know
made
they
that
discussed,
available.
I know they discussed like Revive as an option now, and
They should put CV in there, honestly.
that was the other one. Was Revive and Clairvoyance, or not Clairvoyance? What's
Yeah,
that?
Clairvoyance.
Yeah, yeah. That
Man,
was,
that makes me feel
just a brief
old.
time.
The meta back when I started playing was one person would take CV and immediately Clairvoyance the enemy fountain so that you could see what items they were buying and which lanes they were going to. The old days.
I don't know these days that we speak of.
I just dated myself just a little bit there. So it looks like Baron is going to be the objective. Dogmar is actually really pushed. He has the ultimate available, so he can rejoin the team whenever he wants to. But he's managed to push that wave all the way to the inhibitor turret, and that's going to force Vipers to make a decision. Well, it's going to get the Mega Inferno Bomb out. So it's going to buy him about 30 seconds.
If Blizzard ever gets a chance to base, he would have 70% crit.
Ooh, Hook's gonna land onto Jabronis. He doesn't have that ultimate up while he's channeling the Zanyas, so this, yeah, that didn't look very good. But Revan Christ able to pick up the kill. Nice turn so far from Vipers. Baka Pro just chasing down Codekin. The Soraka, no match for the Dr. Mundo. They did lose the inhibitor turret, and looks like it's going to be the inhibitor as well. Teleport coming in from Baka Pro. That means that they're not going to have that dedicated tank there for the Baron. This is going to be a very long 1v1. I think Baka's going to come out. Well, he doesn't have the masochism. Hoey tries to go in and get the steal, not able to secure it as the Baron goes over to Revan Christ. Baka's able to chase out Dogmar, misses the cleaver, so he's not going to be able to follow that up. Doesn't lose the inhibitor. Important to note. So they still have that inhibitor down pushing. They have Baron available on all 5 members.
Obviously, you just barely missed that smite there on the Baron.
Yeah, the secure had to come through from the AD carry. So a little bit scary moment there for Vipers, but they'll pull through for now. See a couple more items coming in. The rapid fire cannon for Jinx, the adaptive helm now on to Shen. Now 3.5-ish, soon 4 members of Vipers headed in toward mid lane. They have the cannon minion here just shooting away at the tower. Christ not really able to close the gap in here to get some autos down. Neither is Gay Robot, who has that Lichbane hook over the wall, going to land on the Codekin. They're going to be able to pick it up over the wall with the bouncing bomb. In exchange, though, Fiorix was just a little bit overextended, and Flozart picks up that one with this, the Super Mega Death Rocket. So 4 versus 4. Support for jungler so far. Does look like that's going to be the inhibitor turret as Fusion has to go back and at least deal with the minions streaming into their base. So that'll be inhibitor number 2 going down in favor of Vipers. About a 4,000 gold league so far. Hook not going to connect from Droopy to Clown. Nice sidestep there from Thresh. Hoey has the ultimate available. We've seen him be pretty hype with it so far. Droopy goes over the wall. He lands the hook onto Dogmar. Gonna go in and throw the box in. Codekin is here and Fjorix is not, so this is a 4v5. Flozart now trying to kite back away. We're gonna watch the top of the fight though as Jabronis goes in. He lands the bird bomb, securing 1 kill. They're trying to chase down. It looks like Baka Pro has forced the other members of Fusion back in the mid lane. Hoey lands the kick. He does have the ultimate available, so he could kick Baka somewhere. Ooh, a lot of damage coming through from that bouncing bomb and the comet from Gay Robot. Jabronis landing some auto attacks, just trying to deal with the Mundo, but Baka Pro is huge. Dogmar lands the taunt. They're trying to just deal with the Mundo, and it's not an easy task right now. All 5 members are back alive now for Fusion. I don't think they lost anybody to begin with, so not completely accurate there. And they're able to defend the base. They've lost all of their inhibitor turrets, and 1 inhibitor right now is down. It's the middle one. Dragon is live. They're actually on it. They're going to go ahead and secure it. So that's the Elder Dragon going over to Fusion. I believe all the members were alive at the time to receive the buff.
Yeah, the Flozart sent out Super Mega Death Rockets, and it just was like super early. Actually, it was like 4,000 at least still on the Dragon.
Oh, so the rocket was trying to take away the dragon and just hit Gay Robot
Yes.
at the blue buff, unluckily. So now we'll have to see. Yeah, I imagine it would make sense if we slow down just a little bit here and set up for the next Baron, which is where I think we'll see the team fight that'll decide the game. But the way these two teams have been scrapping so far, it really could have happened anywhere.
Really like to see the Jinx pick up in Executioners as well. Opting into the GA to try and survive, but there's just too much healing. We saw how little they could handle Baka. He just kind of literally didn't care.
Yeah, right now the only healing debuff you have is on Jabronis, on the Swain, which, I mean, he's all right to have that on. I think you do need additional, though, just to make sure that he's not tanking it up. Dogmar's going to go ahead and land the taunt. The hook actually goes past him. 1 member from each team down. The battle line's trying to be set. GAs are being popped all over the place. Revenchrist is going to get run down, though, as Jabroni's able to pick that up. Flozart now kiting away as Fjorix has come out of the GA trying to pick up the kill and is going to die to a dot while he was inside Flozart. The bouncing bomb over the wall, though, the triple kill from Gay Robot.
Fjorix has actually picked up a Death's Dance on that.
Oh, so he died to the Death's Dance tick while he was inside of Flozart. This is Flozart versus the world right now, and the world's name is Mundo, which actually means world, so that's actually a pretty clever pun. I'm proud of myself. But he's chunking down. Baka Pro doesn't have the Masochism available just yet. Mega Death Rocket doesn't connect. Gay Robot gets chunked super low. It's going to be picked up by the red buff. The healing from Triumph keeping Flozart back alive. The Masochism popped, though, as Baka Pro's back to full health, and Flozart's going to be forced back to his fountain. Code Kin is available to him now, as is Dogmar, so Mundo's going to be forced to retreat. Little by little, their base has been falling, but Fusion remains in the game. No Nexus turrets remaining. It's just the Nexus left to defend. Break this down for me.
I was looking at like final item choices coming out, and it looks like Swain might be going for Banshees rather than like a Void Staff. Like, I guess there's only magic resist on the Mundo. The full damage Rost is a decision.
Yeah, we saw that really not pay off in the fight. Got immediately popped into the Guardian Angel and then died in the middle of his ultimate. So not able to get those classic healing resets that you'll see out of Rost.
But anyway, with that last fight, for the longest time there, Flozart on the Jinx was actually able to stand in the back safely and just kind of once again rocket into a clustered group. It looked like she was melting.
Flash forward from Fiorix. He's going to connect onto 2. I don't know what he's doing. He's in the middle of 4 of them. He's buying time for his team, though. Fiorix actually picks up the kill onto Codekin, so they're going to be without the support. These are 8-second recall timers. They haven't been able to get that Baron yet, as Revan Christ and Droopy able to take out the minion wave and the inhibitor in bottom lane. Do you trade that? Do you trade your jungler right now? Oh, do you trade more than your jungler? Droopy's going to get hooked in. Or pulled in, excuse me. Dogmar trying to connect. Droopy's going to go down. Revan Christ is doing a lot of damage now to Dogmar. The passive pops going through. Baka's going to be able to secure it as Revan Christ picks up the kill. Now Flozart trying to 1v5 and just not able to. Revan Christ going to go ahead and finish him off, I imagine. I'm a Gay Robot and Jabronis were having a 1v1 as well. All of the lanes going as predicted. Baka Pro and Revan Christ are going to finish off the Nexus.
Oh, we forgot Smite. We forgot Smite as well for Dogmar. He got it at the end.
45 minutes, 38 seconds. There's 38 kills to 35. And Vipers take a 1-0 lead in the series. Do you want to hit me up with a game MVP?
Game MVP. Probably. I guess we'll just give it to Kaisa. I guess. I don't know. He put out a huge amount of damage. I don't know. There's like so many different. Like you can make a case for Mundo for being the stupid meat shield that Mundo is. You can make a case for Kaisa for like multiple times being able to like just kind of pick off people and sustain through fights and kind of like extend them and let the Kaisa's like extreme damage like go through. Or you can make a case for the Ziggs there is like, especially like near the end, he got onto those towers and just kind of would delete them in 2 autos because Ziggs.
And some of the bouncing bombs he was able to sneak in and secure kills with were really nice. I was actually leaning the Ziggs myself, but
yeah, and like
but we have no stats to back this up. There's no post game stats, so I can't show those to you. Unfortunately.
I'm still looking at your stream, so I guess we can't see the damage, of course.
Yeah, that's what I mean.
Oh yeah. So. I'll also agree with you with the gay robot there on the Ziggs. Just thinking of the times that he like casually would just throw in like an ult. So like, oh hey, I'm just gonna clear a wave, or hey, you thought you were making a pick here? Well, guess what? 2 you're dead now.
Yeah, I think they made really good use of that pick. Anyway, we're gonna take a short break here. This is not a professional stream by any means, so we'll probably be chatting just to make sure we're setting it up correctly for game number 2. But don't go anywhere. We're going to have game number 2 between Vipers and Fusion. Vipers up 1-0 in the best of 3. We'll be right back. Hey, stay hydrated, bot. Perfect. That's the timing. All right. Let's find some music. We'll do this.